You want to know the cold hard truth about this game, and this is going to shock a lot of people. It's simple. And I know you're sitting there going, Tennessee fans are like, what? No. They can't come to terms with reality. Bobby Hill, I'm going to ask you a serious question. That happens every time. You see, yesterday, and oh yeah, by the way, old character unlocked, or we're reusing the old character. Matt B. Bald is back in the building, so I don't know. Next week it's Halloween. Well, what character should we be, or what character should we unlock for Halloween? Spider-Man? I don't know. I don't know. Shiesty Matt could be a. That's besides the point. The point is, yesterday I was smoking on that Tennessee pack. All right. But today, we got a different pack. You see a cigar, a stogie, whatever you want to call it. We're smoking on the Bobby Hill pack. And I got a bone to pick. And oh yeah, this is a little off topic, but I've only smoked. So to give you some perspective on me, lock in, be serious. I don't smoke, I don't drink. And I know I mean like anything else. Like I've never smoked a cigarette, anything, vape, none of that. Don't smoke, don't drink, never have. And I don't plan on it. It's just never going to happen. It's a personal choice, personal decision. If you do that, I really don't care. I got buddies that do it. But my point is, so last year was my, last year. No. 2 years ago, my apologies, was the last year I smoked a stogie celebrating the Alabama win, cigar, whatever you want to call it. And I don't know, please let me know in the comment section because I'm curious. Is it just me? But I don't get the hype. They taste bad. Maybe I'm like Nick Saban. There's nothing about it that's appealing. Even last night, I just lit it up. I was like, okay, maybe I had a bad one last year. Or, I mean, 2 years ago because we didn't win last year. Don't get me started on that. But I lit it up and the taste is bad. It leaves my mouth dry. I hate everything about it. My second ever time smoking a stogie and my last time. I'm just not going to really participate anymore. Maybe I buy one and chew on it and just try to be a part of the fun and games, but I don't like it. So, but I was curious. I wanted some of you Alabama, Tennessee fans, because I know you're going to be watching this video, let me know in the comment section. Do you like cigars or do you just kind of do it to do it? But this right here is really besides the point. The point of today's video is, so I wake up this morning and I am actually confused. I don't know what's going on, but Bobby Hill, if you don't know who Bobby is, Bobby Hill is, I can't speak. If you don't know who Bobby Hill is, it's Josh Heupel. He is crying and complaining to the refs, talking about the refs cost Tennessee the game. Did we watch the same game? What calls is he referring to? You lost by double digits. Bobby Hill, I'm going to ask you a serious question. Did the refs make you go for it twice on 4th and short and get stopped? Come here. I don't think so. Did the refs hold you back from getting blown out 27-0 in the second half? Yet again, I don't think so. So apparently Alabama only won because of the refs. This is news to me. Because watching the game, I just thought Alabama kicked Tennessee's butt in the second half. But apparently the refs gave Alabama the game. And somebody commented this. Maybe I'll pop up the comment. AJ Evans 1422, shout out to you, buddy. He said the penalty yards was a big factor. Bama made more big plays on both sides. And it's clear that when UT was winning the first half, they dominated the run game. Alabama did it in the second half. And look at the end result. And I agree. Like I was saying, sorry, I got a little sidetracked here. The point is, everybody was pointing towards the penalty yards. And I low-key, and it's weird because every time I talk about Alabama in a recap or a reaction video, we bring that up and we talk about it, but I low-key just completely forgot about it. I don't even know what the penalty yards were like, so let's pull it up. Oh, wow, yep, this was an X factor. Let's write these down. All right, take a look at this, guys. Apparently, this is what cost Tennessee the game. Tennessee had 8 penalties. Man, not really bad. That's normal. 7-8 a game. For only a measly 55 yards. There you go. And Alabama, wow, how did I miss this? I guess it's just because I was very pleased with the game and everything going on. Man, that is unreal. That's the underrated aspect of this game. Alabama only had 1 penalty for 5 yards. This is what we need, because this year, Alabama, we've been shooting ourselves in the foot. We still got snapping problems, but we're trying to fix them a little bit. I don't know why we still can't snap the ball. We're now more than halfway through the season. I was telling my buddy this when we were watching the game. I'm like, man, we are a Power 5 SEC top 10 team, or top 11, 12, whatever team, and we still can't snap the ball. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? But anyways, going back to the point here, all these Tennessee fans, Bobby Hill, are saying they're refs, they're refs. The only thing I can even think of, and I went and rewatched this game this morning, is there was a pass or a holding call they called on Tennessee for holding an Alabama receiver, pass interference, that I didn't like. I was like, yeah, you got to let them play. But that was it. And it's not like one 15-yard penalty or 10-yard holding penalty. That was the difference in the game. Alabama blew you out. I mean, it wasn't even a ball game at the end. Alabama won by double digits. You want to know something too? Last year, do y'all remember what happened last year? Alabama's up 7 points. We pick off the ball, we run it back, and there's a flag on the field, and don't even get me started on that. It still makes me mad. I'm telling you, man. And I even stated it remember last year? What was my reaction? I said, you know what? I'm not going to blame the refs because I don't do it. Leaders always take responsibility. They always do. It's always your fault. If you go through this life blaming others, you're going to have a terrible life. Everything in this life is always your fault. You got to have that mentality. It's not the refs' fault that Alabama beat you 27-0 in the second half. It's really not. But even if you want to blame the refs, okay. Well, I didn't hear you complain about the refs last year. Alabama got screwed last year on multiple calls, especially that big-time one that was wishy-washy. I didn't even really understand why a flag was thrown because it was great coverage on that play, and if you watched the game last year, you know what I'm talking about. But that right there is a game-altering play. If Alabama gets that interception, game over. Alabama wins last year. But this right here, a holding call on defense here or there, it really didn't even matter. You lost 34-20. And you're lucky it was only 34-20 because Alabama had all the momentum. If there was another 10 minutes left, Alabama would have beat you 41-20 or 44-20. Something like that. But this whole, Alabama only won because of the refs thing, dude, get the F out of here. You got to be kidding me. That blew my mind when I woke up this morning at 6 a.m. and I'm seeing all these people say, oh, Alabama won because of the refs. And I see Bobby Hill at his press conference, pretty much. He did the silent treatment. They asked him about the refs and whatnot, and he was just tapping on the table. He was like, next question. God, dude, don't even try to give me that BS. Don't even try to give it to me. And, oh, yeah, what about this? Now that I thought about it, do y'all remember when Tennessee, you might not remember this in the game, but I do. It happened last night. I mean, I remember almost all the plays. Tennessee had 5 men on the field, and they just have a player, he just falls down. Why do you think he fell down and stopped the play? I'm asking you. I don't want to say a player wasn't hurt, but come on, man. Use context clues. He fell down because Tennessee was all discombobulated on defense, and they didn't want to burn a timeout. Look, it is what it is. But I don't want to hear anything about blaming refs, man. You lost fair and square. You sound like the ultimate loser when you start blaming the refs. You want to know the cold hard truth about this game, and this is going to shock a lot of people, but this is why Alabama won. Because maybe, and just a maybe, they were better than you. Hey, you know, that's a crazy idea to throw out there. No, it had to be something else. It had to be the refs. It had to be this. No. It's simple. And I know you're sitting there going, Tennessee fans are like, what? No. They can't come to terms with reality. Last year, I got up here. Go watch the video. It's on the channel. I got up here in front of you guys, and the first thing I said was, I'm not going to blame the refs. Tennessee played a heck of a game. And sometimes in this life, You just tip your cap to your opponent and say, you know what? They outdueled me and they beat me fair and square. All right? And for the most part, a lot of Bama fans did that. I mean, there were still some Bama fans crying about the refs, but I would respect Tennessee fans a little bit more. And I do respect them, but I would respect them a little bit more if they would just sit up and say, you know what? We had them in the first half, but we crumbled like a cookie in the second half. And they got us this year, but we got them up in Neyland next year. And we'll get our revenge. That's all there is to it, man. There's no need. And same thing with Josh Heupel, man. Nick Saban last year wasn't up here crying about it. So, or maybe it was. I don't know. I didn't see him crying about it. Lame excuse, lame excuse. Alabama beat you. They called our truth because they're better than you. Alabama's better than you. And Tennessee fans don't want to hear that because Alabama's supposed to be down this year, but it's the truth. Alabama in a down year is probably going to be... Alabama is 7-1, and we're the worst Alabama team we've had in a long time. And this year for Alabama still might be better than the past 15 years for Tennessee. Think about that. That's how good Nick Saban is. Because Nick Saban went in at halftime and made all these adjustments. And guess what? Josh Heupel, Bobby Hill, he didn't make any adjustments. That's why you lost. Not because of the refs. I'm done. I'll see you in the recap later tonight.